This is the piece after the second coating of Smooth On 30. Sorry, Mold Max 30 from Smooth On. And we went high up here just to make this part of the mold here, because it is actually going to be poured. So we actually have a lip when we so we can do a bit of a pour over, so we can do the trimming later. Well, I say we when I mean I. Same thing with the bottom, a little over the top, like a little beyond the mold. Everything else is pretty thick. We're going to go with a third coat on this, which is going to probably be another 10 ounces. Right now we've got about 25 ounces of Mold Max 30 on here, and this is handy because it's only the Guyver 3, both forearms are identical, which is handy because it's the only Guyver unit that's like that. So we only need one mold for this, and yeah, it was really important here to get all the grooves, all the undercuts covered, the spikes have a nice good coat, and a nice good chamfer on the actual rubber itself. That way it'll withstand the pulling and from demolding. But yeah, the third coat, we're going to go have a nice thick base along here, thick base across the top. I'll just go over real quick over the back side, and might do a bit of a wall here between the spikes. That way it's just be easier to once the mother mold gets applied. But doing good so far. Very little waste. That's the only amount of waste out of 15 ounces that went in, other than what was on the paintbrush, which isn't very much. And there you have it. Out of so far out of that, and out of my Guyver 3 head mold at the bottom, the pail is down to here. So you can probably get the better part of 2 helmets out of 1 tin of Mold Max 30, which is great because it's only about 5 pounds per jacket mold, which brings it up to about $50 per jacket mold. Well, a little bit more because of the use of Tyvek to thicken it up, but all in all, that's the kind of price you're looking at doing something like this. And the trial kits, not worth it because they're only usually about £1, and they won't even come close to doing something like this. Like 25 ounces. I'll have a little over 3 pounds on this mold alone. So it's nice to be able to try something for about $30 or so, but get yourself a tin, or about $100 a tin. Pay another maybe $20 or so for the Tyvek. Can't remember how much that stuff costs anymore. But yeah, when you do a project that's pretty big, like a Guyver 3 suit or any other kind of pieces of armor, you want to do a few. Get yourself. It's way cheaper to go with bulk materials. Like this is a 10-pound tin. Comes with the part B, so that already comes with all your sheets for figuring out what the volume is. But it's dirt simple. It's 10 to 1. 10 this, 1 of that. Tyvek is only needed if you're pouring molds. Don't need Tyvek, but if you're brushing it on, absolutely you need it. And for doing something like that, that's probably going to take, I'm going to take a wild guess and say 3, maybe 4 tins of this stuff. So next time I invest in some latex, it'll probably be one of those big 5-gallon jobbies that are about $500, but gets everything done. Because that'll probably end up finishing off all my helmets that one's pretty much almost done. That one's got some time left over because I had to change over some of this stuff here. This is the Valkyrie Guyver, in case you're wondering. That's Guyver 1. And I'm working on Guyver 2 down here, which still needs probably another 3 or 4 more pounds of clay added to it, which I do have. It's just right now I really wanted to get this piece done. That way, once it's done, I can reuse the clay that's on it. So it gives you an idea of what's going on.